Hi everyone, this is Darcy and today I'm going to review for you guys the Medicube ATS Air Shot device. This device is an alternative to microneedling. It is a home-use, needle-free device that creates channels on your skin for product absorption as well as pore tightening. And depending on what ingredients you're putting on your skin after this device, it can help with wrinkles and even skin brightening and tightening. And I definitely saw a huge result on skin texture by using this device, which is actually very similar to what you would achieve with microneedling, but without the needles. But before we get to this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Now let's get to it. This video is done in partnership with Medicube, which I'm super grateful because I do love their products. So far, guys, everything I've tried from Medicube that they have sent me or that I have purchased myself have given me amazing results. So I'm very excited to review the Airshot device for you guys, show my before and afters, a full demo, and my thoughts about it. I'm going to start with my before and afters because I find them pretty remarkable. So showing my before and afters can give you a little clearing on what it does, and then I'm going to go into the technology and my experiences using it. But as always, you can always check on the timestamps below to jump anywhere in this video. Now let's get to it. I have been using for a month and a half. On my before and afters, I already saw improvements on pore size and skin texture. My skin, as I'm getting older, my pores are getting more enlarged, and I'm also getting almost like an orange peel kind of texture because it is what happens when you get older. Your skin, especially the pores, they get enlarged and they lose a lot of the elasticity. So I'm very happy that one of the first things I noticed is that orange peel skin texture is smoothed out. I have also noticed improvement on the skin brightness and firmness, and I find that makeup applies a lot easier, and I actually have been using less makeup. So I have seen a lot of improvement on my skin quality in general. I feel like what I've seen the most of this device so far from using a month and a half is on pore reduction and skin texture, which for me is huge. My pores have gotten smaller, which I thought would be kind of impossible because pore size is usually hereditary, and as you get older they enlarge, and I have hereditary pore size, so I wasn't truly expecting a lot of change, but my pores have decreased the size, and I do find that this device really feels like a professional treatment. This is a very unique device that honestly there's none in the market like it. It is a very innovative technology that makes it needle-free and pain-free to use it. So this is something that really attracted me because in the past I have tried using microneedle. I'm going to talk briefly about microneedling so that way you know the differences. What microneedling does is use actual needles to create channels on your skin so your serums and skincare can absorb more, and also depending on the size of the needles it can induce collagen production. In the past when I tried microneedling, it would cause a lot of dryness on my skin and sensitivity even to water, especially right the next day I would get red even with cosmetic microneedling, which is actually a 0.2 top 0.5 size needle. So my skin is extremely sensitive. It did not quite work for me and I wanted to give it a second chance, but because of my past experience microneedling, I was kind of putting it off. When I saw that Medicube had a device that was a needle-free alternative to microneedling, I was so excited to try this out, guys, because microneedling has a lot of benefits and I would love to get those benefits without the needles. Now I'm going to talk about how this device actually works. The device creates microchannels on your skin by using electricity, which is a process called electroporation. This electricity kind of works like virtual needles that gives microchannels on your skin, so when you put a product after, it increases the penetration. The device is not painful to use, but you do feel it in certain areas, more sensitivity, especially on my nose, and also as you increase the levels, you feel the sensation more, but it's never painful. I don't feel any redness or irritation afterwards, and I have extremely sensitive skin. This device has 5 levels, and I'll put the graph here. Because what the levels truly mean is not necessarily an increase on intensity, but the actual channels that it makes, the quantity of channels that you are creating. It's very important to start on level 1 because that is the recommended directions, and for a reason. When you start on level 1, your skin is getting acclimated. I didn't feel any sensitivity. This is a very safe device, but it is very, very strong, and you can treat it as if you were actually microneedling. So for the first time users, use on level 1, then slowly increase the level, avoid using around the eye area, and avoid excess usage. The recommended usage is 5 minutes a day every 3 to 4 days. Make sure to always follow the directions to get the best results, because more is not better. This is a very powerful device, so be careful not to overuse it. It is made in Korea and has multiple country certifications of safety, and they also have done extensive clinical trials on it. And I'm going to put the results of the clinical testings here, which is pretty amazing that one use you get 432% product absorption, 39.3% pore tightening, and that is with one use. Skin texture from one use, 6.8%. Dead skin cell improvement, 69.5%. Skin glow and glossiness, 24.9%, and skin hydration improvement, 69.5%. And those are actual clinical trials that they have done. Now I'm going to give you a lot of info on how to use and my experience in using it, what to do, what not to do, and some good tips on how to get the best results. The way to use it is pretty simple, and I have a full tutorial for you guys as well. Make sure you're using a fully cleansed face, and also wait for your skin to dry. So you wash your face and wait a few minutes so the skin is completely dry, there's no moisture. You don't put anything on your skin at that point. You have to do in a fully cleansed and dry face. When you turn it on, you press this button here.
Level 1.
And then you have the light is on and you can hear a little bit of a sound. And if you press it again,
Level 2.
it'll tell you level 2.
Level 3. Level 4. Level 5.
And as you're hovering through the skin, it's going to tell you when it's done through the minute, when it's 2 minutes left, 3 minutes left, and it will turn it off automatically in 5 minutes. There's 3 different ways you can use this device, and you can choose the one that works best for you. And the interesting thing is that with all the 3 methods, you're not really touching your skin too much. Maybe just in certain points, you'll always keep a distance of 0.2 millimeters away from your skin. So that is important to notice. The first way is the tapping one. And that is my preferred way. So what you do is you bounce the device off your skin and stay within 0.2 millimeters. And you just go like that. And I'm going to show on the demonstration as well. You just tap, 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 keeping a distance of 0.2 millimeters. So you can see I'm not touching the skin the whole time. I'm just tapping, tapping, tapping. The other method is called sweeping, which you also keep a distance of 0.2, but you do sweeping motions, like you touch, sweep, like that. So you are touching, but also sweeping. And again, keep your distance of 0.2 millimeters from your skin. The third method is called brushing, and that's exactly what you're going to do. You're just going to be brushing on, again, staying 0.2 millimeters from your skin. And this one, you're just hovering on a brushing motion. I honestly find the more intuitive for me and the more straightforward method is the tapping motion, because I know I'm doing some contact with the skin, but I'm tapping along. The other 2 ones, I don't find them as intuitive, but choose the one that works best for you. Another important thing is when you're using this device, especially for the first few times, you're gonna have like a burning hair smell. It's completely normal. What is happening is that the electricity is actually removing a lot of the dead skin from your skin and also the peach fuzz. So that's why you're going to be smelling. But I find that with regular use, I don't smell them anymore. I definitely want to mention those things so you know what to expect. Another thing that is important, make sure to use a good skincare afterwards, because it will get 432% penetrated. What I've been using is it alternates. Sometimes I do their zero pore serum, which is amazing for pore reduction, but I have not been using this every time I use this device because I want to test it out with other serums as well. I have also used with their collagen cream, which I have reviewed in another video, and I'll put the link on the description box below. And I have used with their Cica line as well. I have used so far with those 3 creams because I want to test it out and see how they feel on my skin, but definitely what you use afterwards, it's very important. So pick a cream that addresses your concern. You can get the extra absorption. I I like their zero pore serum, and I alternated using it because I wanted to see if the device itself would give pore reduction, and I find that it does. I do feel like this device does give pore reduction on its own, but if you add the pore serum, you can probably get increased results. I've not been using every single time just because I wanted to test it out, but I definitely recommend their zero pore serum if your concern is pore size, because it's pretty affordable and powerful. So I definitely recommend. Another tip I want to give to you guys is that if you want to use the air shot with microcurrent, make sure to do the microcurrent before you do the air shot, and wash your face, let the face completely dry, and do the air shot. That way you're not going to get any sensitivity, because when you use the air shot, again, you have the passageways open. So if you do the microcurrent after, you will feel the skin more sensitive, and it's much better to do it after microcurrent. So if you do it with microcurrent, do it after. For the nose area, I highly suggest you stay on level 1 even when you move levels on the rest of your face, because the nose is a lot more sensitive. After you wash your face, give it a few minutes for the face to fully dry so it's not tacky, there's no moisture, and make sure you don't put any moisturizer or any serums at this point. You will do it after your treatment. I'm going to start with my nose on level 1.
Level 1.
And I found that with my nose, it's nice to do this, because then I'm pulling the skin, because I kept missing this part here. So if I put the skin like that, I can address this skin that is between my nose and my face, which I have not been treating, and you can definitely see the pore size difference from the areas that I have been treating. And this part I kept missing because I did not treat my nose, and I only stopped here. So let's do the nose first on tapping motions. And you do tapping motions. Back and forth, tapping motions. Don't forget the tip. The nose is the most sensitive area, so I will for sure still keep on level 1. And again, by using this for a month and a half now, I've noticed I kept missing spots like this one, so just kind of stretching this area just a little bit, you can reach this better. And the top and the side. You can turn it off by pressing this middle button. Hold and it'll turn it off. Now I'll do level 3 on the rest of my face, because I'm on level 3 now. So I'm gonna turn it on.
Level 1. Level 2. Level 3.
But for sure, start with level 1 on the whole face. I'm only doing level 1 on my nose, but on the rest of my face, I'm on level 3. And you can see I do the tapping motions from the inside of my face to the outside. The interesting thing about the smell that you smell is that I don't feel the smell on the rest of my face anymore, like the first time I did it. So I truly feel like it's not taking off the fuzz as you think it is, but mostly the dead skin. No smell. So that smell that you feel in the beginning, you will not feel all the time, but I do feel it on my nose because, again, I have not been treating my nose. I don't do too close to my eyes. See how I'm not doing this part of my face? I'm not really reaching this part here, which is the part that has the pores that have not been treated. And I've noticed that after the rest of my pores got so much smaller that I was not really treating not just my nose, but also this area. So now I'll go to the rest of the face. When I do the lip, I close it. I like the tapping motion better. You do feel a little prickly in certain areas, but mostly you don't feel anything.
Minutes passed.
I love that it tells me exactly what it's doing. I kind of do 2 passes on each area and then I go to my forehead. Since I do kind of quick tapping motions, you can see I'm not touching the skin the whole time. I'm keeping a close distance and tap, tap, tap. I haven't been treating my neck yet, but you can treat your neck. So now I'm going to do the forehead. I first do up, like that. And you feel a little more sensitivity on your forehead and under the lip, and also on the nose are more sensitive areas, but I can do level 3 on my forehead just fine. So this area here is a little more narrow, so I kind of go like that. And I like to go through my 11s too. You just keep it on the skin, up. And again, level 3 is a lot stronger for my skin. But I started on level 1. Level 1 I feel nothing, really, but still does the work. So 4 more minutes has been passed. So I'm gonna go and just kind of go all around until the time is over. I don't get too close to my eyes, but I do address the wrinkles and the crow's feet here. Again, my concern right now is mostly my pores, which have been so much decreased, guys. I hope you can see on the video, but I hope you can see on the before and after photo as well. But here my pores are almost completely closed up. And the areas that I have not treated, I mean, since it's the last minute, I just kind of go all around until the time passes. But since I tap so fast, I kind of get to do a few passes on all the areas. Don't forget your nose, guys. All done. It is so quick, and it turns off automatically. So make sure to wait 3 to 4 days in between, even if your face is fine. And even on level 3, even though I feel a little stronger, again, the levels are not necessarily strength, but the actual channels that are being created. But I do find that it feels stronger, even though they're still the same strength, you are creating more channels. So this is me at the end. It feels fine. I'll probably start moving to level 4 next month, and I'll keep you guys posted, but definitely start on level 1. And even when you move up levels, you can still do level 1 on your nose, just do a little longer. That is my suggestion. It's only 5 minutes, do not do any more. Even if you feel like your face looks fine, do not do it. 5 minutes, it's enough to treat your whole face. You could do 5 minutes on your neck if you like. I haven't been treating my neck, but maybe I'll do it later and update you guys. Now just put your serums on your face and do your normal skincare routine. I like doing this better in the evening because since you're opening all these channels, I don't like putting makeup on top. So I also definitely suggest you do this at night before going to bed. That way you can put all the great serums and get nice absorption and wake up with baby skin. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. I will continue to use for sure and report with you guys for the long-term use. But so far, I'm really impressed and I highly recommend. If you're interested on this device, I do have a coupon code that you can use with any Medicube products, and I'll leave that in the description box below. You can use my coupon code on top of any sales and get extra discounts. So always make sure to check out the description box below for my affiliate links that help you save some money and also help support my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much. I hope you're healthy and safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!